On May 15th of 2016, The Simpsons released an episode in its 27th season called Simprovised. The episode followed Homer as he pursued improv comedy to help overcome his fear of public speaking. The episode itself is painfully average and is a perfect example at how mediocre current-day Simpsons has become, but somehow, this episode has always stuck in my mind. And I definitely don't remember this episode because of the content of the actual episode Simprovised. I actually remember this episode because of a 3-minute segment at the end called Homer Live.
Our father is going to improv live answers to questions from the TV audience. It only took us 27 years to do what they could do in 1954.
Homer, time to bomb.
Homer Live featured Homer sitting at a desk taking phone calls from fans of the show, and just as the name suggests, this was all done live. It's an interesting and ambitious idea. Doing anything live requires a lot of control, especially if you're going to consider doing anything animated live on TV with live responses from Dan Castellaneta voicing Homer. It's crazy ambitious, and it's honestly a really interesting piece of The Simpsons history. So today, we are going to take a look at how this was done and whether or not it's worth checking out. Homer Live utilized Adobe Character Animator to animate Homer in real time using a set of predetermined mouth movements and poses. While the lip syncing looks pretty choppy, the fluent movements do a good job of making Homer look natural in the segment. And while Homer is sitting at his desk, various characters from Springfield show up with previously animated gags to keep the segment from being just an awkward wide shot of Homer at a desk. As far as the concept and setup goes for Homer Live, this seems pretty sound. Obviously, the worst part is going to be the lip syncing, both just from a quality standpoint and a work standpoint, because bear in mind, the animators or the people in charge of those mouth movements have no idea what Dan Castellaneta is going to say in response to the phone calls. They do the best that they can with the lip syncing, but they know it's going to be the most difficult part, so they try to make up for it in different areas, like Homer's fluid movements as a character and the other characters walking on screen, doing little bits, holding up signs, maybe cracking a joke, whatever they do in the segment to sort of break up the monotony and maybe even just distract from that weird, bad lip syncing. Another aspect that was really important to control was the actual length of the segment itself. Al Jean, in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, stressed that it was very important for the length of the segment to not go longer than 3 minutes. Keeping it short and sweet ensures that once you do run through all of your animations for Homer and all of your mouth movements, the short doesn't start to feel repetitive in what you're seeing on screen. Now that's just the setup for Homer Live. As for the actual content within the segment, there are a few different things we have to look at because there are actually a few different segments done. Castellaneta got 2 opportunities to answer phone calls as Homer Simpson, once for the West Coast broadcast and another for the East Coast. While there are moments where the segments become a bit awkward and even uncomfortable at times.
Let's go to the next question, Kathy. Hello, Kathy,
Hi,
you're on the
Homer.
air. Hello.
Hi, Homer.
Hello, do you have a question?
This weekend.
You drank too much this
I drank too
weekend?
much this weekend. What is your best hangover cure?
Castellaneta finds a way to keep things moving and even cracks a few pretty funny jokes in both the East Coast and West Coast versions. Now, I was actually lucky enough to watch the West Coast version as a teenager, and the one feeling I remember having during this 3-minute segment was complete and utter confusion. I had absolutely no idea what to make of this segment when I was a teenager. Now, looking back at it, I can see that it was more of a fun experiment than it really was anything groundbreaking. It should be noted that there were other segments recorded that did not feature call-ins. For the international version of Homer Live, Homer uses the 3 minutes to announce his candidacy for president, an announcement he quickly retracts. The other 2 segments were apologies to the UK and Latin America. Homer Live didn't wind up airing in the UK, and in Latin America, the segment aired without audio. It's such a bizarre situation, having these apology segments, the international segment, the East Coast and West Coast segments with the call-ins, and I think that's why Homer Live has stuck in my brain for so long. It's because it's just downright strange. I don't remember it for being ambitious or groundbreaking. I just remember thinking to myself, What on earth is going on? Why would they do this? Are they getting paid extra to do this? It was just odd to me. And to make matters even more bizarre, all of the renditions of Homer Live, apart from the apologies, are oddly political because of the 2016 presidential election.
If Donald Trump becomes the president,
Yes.
are you going to move out of Springfield and possibly move to Canada?
Well, there are a lot of people who want me to move out of Springfield already, but I don't think Canada will welcome me. But you know what? That's why I'm for Bernie Sanders. I love his chicken, but out of respect, we should refer to him as the Colonel.
If you saw this when it originally aired like I did, I would love to hear what your original thoughts were in the comments section below, because like I said, I was just dumbfounded. I didn't know what to make of it. I didn't really start to flesh it out in my brain until I did research for this video. So my reaction was just pure confusion. I'd love to hear what you thought when you originally saw it. After looking back at Homer Live, I have to say that it's one of the most interesting and new things the Simpsons creators have done in probably the last 10 years. The Simpsons has become so stagnant, so mediocre, and so boring over the years because frankly, it's been going on for way too long. And to see an instance in 2016 where they actually tried something new, that's really cool to see that there are still people behind the scenes that want to try something new and interesting. And the terms new and interesting are almost never associated with modern day Simpsons. So is Homer Live worth watching? Honestly, I would say yeah. If you're a fan of animation or just The Simpsons in general and haven't seen it for some reason, it's free on YouTube. You should check it out. Dan Castellaneta has a few genuinely funny jokes when he gets these callers come in, and for a show like The Simpsons, which has so many jokes about prank calls and whatnot with Bart, to see Dan Castellaneta have a chance to play off of actual people on these phone calls, it's just neat. It's a neat little thing. It's not the best thing ever. There are parts of it that are really awkward and uncomfortable because they're talking to Homer Simpson and it's all done live, so Dan Castellaneta's kind of cutting people off every once and again. But as a whole, I think it's a fun, neat little experiment and nothing more than that. Thank you all very much for watching this video. If you liked it, let me know down in the comment section below, as well as anything else you want me to check out in the future. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.